Welcome to the deep dive. Are you ready to dive into the dazzling world of diamonds?
I think dazzling is the perfect word for it, and ready to unpack everything there is to know about these incredible stones.
We've got a mountain of research here, scientific articles, even some really interesting discussions on Reddit, and all about diamonds.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible what we've been able to learn about these gems, especially with all the new technology coming out.
Right? Like, we're going to talk about how diamonds are made, but also how we can actually grow them in a lab now.
Oh yeah, that's where things get really interesting. The science behind lab-grown diamonds is amazing.
And what about all the ethics involved? Are lab-grown diamonds better for the planet? Do they even hold the same value?
Lots to unpack. But for starters, let's go back in time. Way back to how diamonds are naturally formed millions of years ago.
So, like, where do we even begin?
Well, imagine, if you will, a journey to the center of the Earth.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm intrigued.
We need to go about, let's say, 90 to 150 miles beneath the Earth's surface.
Wow, that's deep.
Down there, the temperatures reach a scorching 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pressure. It's almost unimaginable.
Yeah, that sounds a little more intense than your average jewelry store.
Definitely not your everyday shopping experience, but it's in this extreme environment that carbon atoms, the building blocks of a diamond,
Are they carbon?
they start to bond together under these intense conditions. And as they bond, they form this unique crystal structure. And that, my friend, is what gives diamonds their incredible hardness.
Ah, so that's the secret to their strength.
Exactly. And, of course, their mesmerizing sparkle.
So all that heat and pressure is what makes a diamond a diamond.
Exactly. But the journey doesn't end there. For a diamond to make its way to a sparkling display case, it needs a ride to the surface.
So how do they get up here?
Well, that's where our old friends, the volcanoes, come in. Millions of years ago, these eruptions brought diamonds closer to the Earth's crust. Think of them as nature's jewelry delivery service.
Volcanoes bringing us diamonds. That's wild.
It really is. The diamonds were carried up in kimberlite and lamprote, special types of rock, almost like diamond delivery systems.
So those ancient volcanoes acted like nature's jewelers, bringing these treasures up from the depth of the earth.
You got it. It's a journey that takes millions of years, involving these incredible forces of nature that are hard to even grasp.
I mean, that's just incredible. Millions of years just to make a diamond.
It's a process that we still don't fully understand. There's still a bit of mystery surrounding the creation of natural diamonds, which only adds to their allure, don't you think?
Totally. But what really blows my mind is that scientists have figured out how to recreate those intense conditions and grow diamonds right here in a lab.
You're talking about the high-pressure, high-temperature method?
Yeah, the HPHT method. It's pretty incredible that they can mimic those extreme conditions.
It is. They're essentially recreating the conditions deep inside the Earth.
So they're like building mini volcanoes in the lab.
Well, not exactly mini volcanoes, but they are using some pretty sophisticated equipment. Imagine a chamber that can withstand temperatures exceeding 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit and the pressure. Enough to crush most materials.
That sounds like some serious engineering.
Oh, it definitely is. To create that intense pressure, they use something called a belt press. It applies force from multiple directions, squeezing the carbon until, poof, it transforms into a diamond.
So basically they're taking the heart of a volcano and putting it in a controlled environment.
You could say that, but there are limitations with the HPHT method, though.
Oh, like what?
Well, one of the big ones is the size. Even the largest lab-grown diamonds created with this method are only about the size of a blueberry.
A blueberry-sized diamond. Interesting. Still impressive though, right?
Very impressive. And we are talking about the rough diamond before it's cut and polished.
Oh, right, of course. So not a blueberry ready for a ring.
Not quite. And there's another thing. The HPHT method needs a seed diamond to start the process. It's like a template.
So where do they get the seed diamond?
Sourcing those seed diamonds can be a challenge. But now there's this brand new technique. It's so revolutionary, it's changing the whole game.
Wait, you mean the technique that can grow diamonds in just 15 minutes at room temperature? I saw that online. I didn't think it was real.
It's very real and potentially game-changing for sure. And what's really interesting is this discovery, well, it wasn't even the original goal. Scientists were actually studying graphene.
Graphene? What's that got to do with diamonds?
Well, both diamonds and graphene are made entirely of carbon. They're just arranged differently. The scientists, they were experimenting with gallium. It's a metal with some unique properties that can help create graphene.
Okay, so they're working with graphene and gallium. How do diamonds suddenly appear in 15 minutes?
It was a bit of an accident, actually, a happy accident. They were trying different combinations, and they stumbled upon this crucial ingredient, silicon. They added just a pinch of silicon to the mix, along with nickel and iron, and they placed it all in a special low-pressure chamber. And boom! Diamonds started to form at the bottom of the crucible in just 15 minutes.
Wow, that's faster than ordering a pizza. So they mixed some metals, added a bit of silicon, and poof, diamonds. It sounds almost too good to be true.
It does sound like magic, doesn't it? The best part is they don't need those crazy high temperatures and pressures of the other method. It all happens at room temperature. That's a pretty major scientific breakthrough.
Seriously incredible. From volcanic eruptions to blueberries, now 15-minute diamonds. It's a lot to wrap my head around.
You and me both. But this is just the beginning, you know? The diamond deep dive, it's about to get even more fascinating.
15-minute diamonds at room temperature. That's huge. Does this mean we're all going to be decked out in diamonds soon?
Well, hold on. It's not quite that simple. The tech is super exciting, but there's still a few things, you know?
Oh, like what?
Well, mainly the size. These diamonds are still tiny, like way smaller than the ones made with that HPHT method.
Okay, so no diamond-encrusted cars just yet. But really, what can you even do with diamonds that small?
Good question. They're not ready for your bling dreams just yet, but these little guys, they have huge potential for industrial stuff, you know?
Oh, right, like diamond drill bits.
Exactly. Super hard materials, perfect for cutting, drilling, polishing, all of that.
So maybe no giant diamonds on our fingers yet,
Yeah.
but this could change a lot of industries. Manufacturing, technology, even medicine, right?
Absolutely. And this brings up another big thing, ethics. Diamond mining, well, it's complicated.
Yeah, blood diamonds, that's a tough thing to think about.
It's a sad reality. Diamond mining, it's been linked to conflict, exploitation, you know. Blood diamonds are mined in war zones, and the money is used to fund those conflicts.
So that sparkle, it can hide a really dark side.
Unfortunately, yeah. They've tried to regulate the industry, make it more ethical, but the problems, they're still there. And that's where lab-grown diamonds, they offer something different.
They're conflict-free, right?
Yeah.
And if these new techniques make them cheaper, it could really change things. I've seen a lot of people online talking about this. Like on Reddit, they're excited about ethical diamonds that don't cost a fortune.
There's definitely more awareness now. People care about where their diamonds come from. They want options that match their values. But there's also the economic side of things.
You're talking about De Beers, right? They basically
Yeah.
control the whole diamond market.
You got it. De Beers, they're a giant in the industry. For years, they've had a near monopoly, controlling supply, setting prices. They even stockpiled diamonds to keep them scarce, to keep prices high.
Wow, so even if lab-grown diamonds get cheaper to make, companies like De Beers could still try to control things.
It's a real concern. They have a lot to lose. It'll be interesting to see how they adapt, you know, with the new tech and consumers demanding different things.
It's funny, when you think about it, diamonds, they're just carbon, one of the most common elements around. But they've been marketed as this rare, precious thing.
It's all about perceived value, you know. They've created this idea of diamonds being super rare, and that drives the demand and the prices, especially for luxury goods.
It makes you think, what are we really paying for with a diamond? The sparkle, the history, the story behind it.
That's a question everyone should ask themselves. Lab-grown diamonds, they're chemically the same as mined diamonds. Same properties, same look. The difference is where they come from.
I guess some people might feel like the mine diamonds are more, I don't know, romantic because of the whole millions of years journey from the earth thing.
Sure, for some, that's part of the appeal. But others might think the story of lab-grown diamonds is pretty cool, too. Human ingenuity, creating something so amazing.
True. And they're ethical, which is a big deal.
Absolutely. Plus, there's the price. As these lab-grown diamonds become more common and the tech improves, we should see prices going down, making them more accessible to everyone.
But will the diamond industry really go for that? Letting prices drop? I've seen some people online. They're skeptical.
There's definitely some pushback from those who benefit from the traditional market. They might say lab-grown diamonds are fake, even though that's not true scientifically.
So it's like this battle between the old and the new.
In a way, yeah. But as consumers learn more about lab-grown diamonds, the ethical side, the price, it'll be harder for the industry to ignore them.
Feels like we're at a turning point. There's tradition, ethics, money, science. It's all tangled up.
Definitely a lot going on. And this leads to another question. What about other options? Have you heard of moissanite?
Moissanite, yeah. It's like a diamond, but cheaper and ethical, right?
Exactly. It's naturally occurring silicon carbide. And lab-grown moissanite, it's readily available and way more affordable than diamonds.
And no ethical issues with mining, right?
Big plus. Moissanite shows how the gemstone world is changing. Who knows what else we'll see with new technology coming out?
So where are diamonds headed? Are we about to see a diamond revolution?
Tough to say for sure. What people want, how the market works, it's complicated. But from what we've talked about today, it's clear the diamond industry is at a crossroads.
We've got the old way with all the history and tradition, and this new way with the lab-grown diamonds, all the benefits they bring.
Two very different paths, and it doesn't have to be one or the other. It's about what people choose, what they value.
And that's what we're trying to do here, right?
Yeah.
Give people the information so they can make their own choices.
Yeah.
Whether they're buying a diamond, investing, or just appreciating them.
It's a complex topic, no easy answers. Hopefully this deep dive has sparked some curiosity and given you a new way to think about these amazing gems.
Absolutely. So next time you see a diamond sparkling, think about everything behind it. The millions of years, the science, the ethics, the whole story.
And remember, it's a precious resource. We need to be aware of the choices we make and how they affect the planet and the people involved.
Well said. We've covered a lot, from deep inside the Earth to high-tech labs. But there's always more to learn. Who knows what's next for diamonds? I feel like we're really seeing a shift happening with diamonds. Lab-grown diamonds are becoming more popular, the technology is advancing, and people are thinking more about the ethics, too.
It's definitely an exciting time, a lot of change happening. And like with any new technology, it's interesting to think about how it will impact everything else.
Exactly. We've talked about the jewelry industry and those industrial uses. But what about other fields? Could these diamond breakthroughs lead to, I don't know, other discoveries?
That's a great question, and scientists are actually looking into that right now. Diamonds are special, they're super hard, they conduct heat really well, and they're transparent.
So they're tough, they can handle heat, and they let light through. What could we even do with that?
Well, think about electronics. Diamonds could help with heat dissipation, making devices faster, more powerful, or using their transparency for new lasers or sensors. There's even research on diamonds in quantum computing.
Quantum computing. That sounds super futuristic. So those tiny diamonds made with that 15-minute method, they could be used to build the computers of the future.
It's possible. They might be small for jewelry, but that size could actually be perfect for some tech applications, especially in nanotechnology where things are super tiny.
It's amazing. We started talking about diamonds as luxury items, and now they could revolutionize industries and change technology as we know it.
It's all thanks to scientific curiosity and innovation. We usually see diamonds one way, but they have so much more potential than we realize.
This deep dive has been eye-opening. Diamonds are more than just sparkle. It's a mix of science, nature, ethics, and economics, all rolled into one.
It's complicated, that's for sure. And with any complex topic, we need to stay informed, question things, and think about the choices we make.
Well said. We learned how diamonds form, the amazing science behind lab-grown diamonds, and the ethics and economics involved.
We've seen that these gems are more than just beautiful. They're powerful tools that could shape the future in ways we haven't even imagined.
It sounds like the future of diamonds is bright. And who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive into diamond-powered quantum computers.
Now that would be something. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of diamonds.
And as always, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deeper. Until next time.